Hi teacher friends, it's Rebecca Felber here, and today we're talking about finding a work and life balance with teaching online. Now I teach with VIPKID, but this video is so applicable to lots of those online teaching platforms. First, before we get started, I wanted to let y'all know that you are more than welcome to email me if you have any questions about getting hired with VIPKID or questions about teaching. I'm more than happy to answer those. You can find my email in the section of All About Me on my YouTube channel. So work and life balance. So how to set boundaries for your schedule. This is hard because you're trying to bring in students. You're a private contractor bringing in students, so you want to be able to work when they are available. And at first, that's a very good practice. As you begin, as students start to find you, you want to say, hey, I'm available all the time, but that's not maintainable. And so for me, it was hard to find that balance, and it took several months to find what worked, and it's always changing. We just had the daylight savings time change, so I've had to refigure out a balance, refigure out what works, and that's okay because my daughter's constantly changing. She's a toddler, and our schedule changes, and so I can change up my schedule, and that's one of the beauties of teaching with VIPKID is the schedule is yours. You set the schedule. You set your availability. In my contract, clearly states that I am not required to teach any set amount of time or any certain amount of hours. And so it's up to me. It's up to what I am able to teach. And so go into it with the mindset of, this is my schedule. I'm setting it. And you will lose some regulars by cutting out a certain class, but you'll find new regulars. New regulars will find you. Someone who's able to take classes at 6:30 a.m. is going to find you, and that student who you used to teach at 8:30 p.m. might have to find a new teacher, because if you can't teach that time, and that's okay, because they'll find a new teacher that works for them, and a new student will find you that will work for you. So let your flexibility dictate your schedule. If for a month you're available an extra day, well, go ahead and open that up. Or if it's looking like a busy season, close some classes. Open your schedule in advance. Aim for about a month out so parents can start seeing when you're available and getting your schedules to match, or realizing you're available for a time slot that they want you to teach in. So there might be students you haven't even met yet, whose parents are watching you to become available for a time that they want. So find out what's best for you and your family. Don't grow exhausted by booking requests. I get so many booking requests every week. Most of them from my student Vivian. She is a wonderful girl, and I've taught her from about, the first couple of weeks. And I taught her in the evenings, but I had to close my evening classes. And she sent me a booking request almost every week, sometimes multiples in a week, and I normally have to turn them down. I've accepted a few and we've made some evenings work, but in general, if it doesn't work into my schedule anymore. Allow yourself to be flexible and try out new time slots and schedules. If you have a group that works for you and you know nothing else will work, stick with it. But if you I wonder if I can teach here or there, well, try it. Book it a month in advance, open that up, and test it out. VIPKID did a paint bucket challenge a few weeks ago where you joined a team, and the team that reached a certain number of these hot time classes for teaching won some cash prizes. Well, Team Orange, we did awful. We totally bombed the challenge, and we did not win the cash, but we did do well in this. I did well in this. I made more money that month than I had ever made before with VIPKID, because I opened up a new hour that I didn't normally have open. That hour booked up that month, and so I taught 2 extra classes every day that I taught that month, and I did really well. So the challenge VIPKID put out there for teachers to open up more classes really worked for me, and I was so happy to carry on that hour into the next couple months. So allow yourself the flexibility to try new things, to test out new parts of your schedule, but always come back to what works. If you try something and it doesn't work, cut that time and try something different, or stick with what you know, but allow yourself to be flexible when you know you can. So you can say no to booking requests. Don't feel bad, because you are in charge of your schedule. And 2, allow yourself the flexibility to test new times, to test new things, to see what happens. Some regulars will have to find a new teacher, but you might be the new teacher some other people's regulars find because you have the availabilities they need. So find your work and life balance. You can do it. I know you can. You don't have to be exhausted. You don't have to be overworked and burnt out. So have a good week, teachers. I'll see you next time.